and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, I'm not sure what I can do to fix it, but
we seem to be clean today.
Yeah,
there's no advance warning.
It was fine.
Exactly right.
Fools.
They're saying low disk space on Rust. That's what they're saying.
Again.
So
yeah.
Again. But that's all right. We'll just run it. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. I need to put this up again and apologize to everyone. The wife had other plans for me this morning. So no chat today. This program was pre-recorded. We appreciate you being here anyway. We're here to look at some great stuff, have some fun, and have a discussion about comics. Guys, come on in. So we want to thank everybody who backed the Shadow Kingdom campaign. Got the print files almost completed at this point, and just a little final finishing touches before it goes to the printer. So it's going to be off probably this week as soon as we find a printer that we like. And one that likes us as well.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Yeah. Let's run the opening. We'll run a little bump here. Here we go.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Yes.
And I did a advertisement for our two programs here, and it might be a little hokey. So just to warn you. Here we go.
Hey kids, you want to see some great comics? It's Comic Book Show and Tell twice a week. Comics by Night every Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern. And the Sunday Funnies every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel.
Void where prohibited, not available with any other offers. Side effects may include loss of boredom and a sudden urge to read more comics. Check with your doctor if a sudden rash appears.
That's brilliant.
Oh dear.
All right, here we go. All right, here we are. Thanks for stopping by, folks. It's the Sunday Funnies for Sunday, April 21st. We're really glad you're here. And we've got a great book to look at today. It's a real pretty book. We can't wait to show it to you. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. I've been in comics for multiple decades. You can find some of my work over at arrowcomics.store. So go over there and take a look. You can see such books as he said, desperately grabbing here, Hero. Well, we've got Hero-Bot Zero, who's a great little cartoon robot character who defends his city from large monsters as long as he can do it on the clock. Paragon, which is a great superhero story. There we are. Great superhero story with a fantastic twist ending. Hope you enjoy it. And Calico as well, which is a great fantasy comic. Talking cat, an elf who likes to collect things, a little fairy who's very chauvinistic, and a female warrior centaur as they try to put their world back together. It's a lot of fun, folks. You can find those over at arrowcomics.store, as well as doing these podcasts here that you just saw a bump for earlier. So glad you're here. Also joining me this morning is Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name's Glenn Fleming. Unlike Randy, I spent 45 years in graphics, which was about 45 and a half years too long. But now I write books. I've written 11 books, all published, all on Amazon. I write magazines, publish magazines. And if you go to Fund My Comic, you'll be able to pick up a copy of this 100-page Hatch annotated book. Hatch is my character I designed and written about and even made models of. And you can get one of those, a copy of this on Fund My Comic. Features lots of unpublished artwork and stuff like that. And on New Haven Publishing and Amazon, you can get my book about my visits to see Jack Kirby at his home in the late 80s and early 90s.
All right. Also joining us is Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK and soon to be overtaking the sword and sorcery world with our new release, The Shadow Kingdom. As Randy said, thank you very much to everyone who's backed. But now it's coming to a South American country near you. So look out for the Portuguese version. You can also find my work in Doctor Who magazine, did some Batman stuff for Marvel, some Warner Brothers stuff. Most importantly, my own work, Only Death Can Save Us. So if you're interested in any of the work, go to russleach.com, sign up for the email list, because we've got more Cull, Robert E. Howard, and Sword and Sorcery on the way.
You might want to move your microphone just a little closer to you.
There you go.
Perfect. Put that monkey butt right in view. Absolutely. Today, folks, we're going to look at Torchy. It's a collection from Pure Imagination from 2008. The comic strip was pretty big for its day. Ran as a side strip in Doll Man, and there was another Modern Comics, I think, for quality back in the 40s. This had a 6-issue run. Where is this here? Hang on just a moment. Torchy. There we are. Torchy made her comic book debut as star of a backup feature in Quality Comics Doll Man number 8, and continued in all but 3 issues through number 28, which was May of 1950, and as in Modern Comics from 53 to 89, as well as Modern Comics. A solo series, Torchy, ran 6 issues from November of 49 through September of 50. So today, Torchy's stories, including some Fort Hamilton strips, were reprinted in Innovation Comics' 100-page square-bound comic book, Bill Ward's Torchy the Blonde Bombshell. Others have been reprinted in FY Pages #1, AC Comics Anthology. This stuff's in, a lot of this material's in public domain. So this particular collection comes from Pure Imagination, which is Greg Theakston's company, and has a foreword in it by the late, great Trina Robbins, who in her later years became known more for her historical books, comics, than almost her actual work. So, The Blonde Bombshell, great stuff. Not such a dumb blonde. Trina Robbins' introduction to that book. She describes the character. This is what you would, I guess, refer to as good girl art. This is from Modern Comics number 53. Yeah, go ahead.
Did Bill Ward write it as well?
I believe he did.
So he did the whole thing.
Yeah, a lot of the quality material was all done by single creators. Like to start with, Eisner was the one who created pretty much all of the quality superhero line, and him and his studio did the majority of that work. I believe Bill Ward's responsible for Torchy here, and Jack Cole did all the Plastic Mans back then, and it was Reed Crandall was working on Black Hawk at that time. So
just lovely lettering again, if Bill's doing that. Really nice.
Oh, the whole strip has got, it's just great quality. That's why I like it. Very much Golden Age material. You see the half page or the 3/4 page splash intro.
Yeah.
Scott, I would imagine. Is it Robbins?
Trina Robbins, yeah.
No. Who's the guy that used to draw the Invaders?
Frank Robbins. Yeah.
Frank Robbins. It's
Mhm.
this. I don't know. There's something of him. I can imagine he may have been looking at this when he was developing his style.
No, actually, a lot of that comes from Milt Caniff and
Does it?
Steve Canyon,
Right,
Terry
okay.
and the Pirates. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. But you just there's some ink work here that's reminiscent.
It's really nice work, though.
Yeah, it is
I like
nice.
It's got a great quality to it. Back when ladies had seams down the back of their nylons.
Yeah, she looks, that picture over there in the centre pants looks like Marlene Dietrich, doesn't she, with that hat on?
Yeah. Oh, here even. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Very much so.
It's just, and yet it's a very American style. You know, that kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
It's
nice.
got a nice cartoony individual look to his work.
Yeah.
Guys' faces, especially when they're meant to not be taken seriously.
Yeah, it's got to me, it's got a sort of a mad look.
Yeah.
You know, if they were running a film or something, you know, like in Mad.
Little Jack Davis.
Yeah.
Almost a little
and some bit of Eisner in there as well.
Bill Elder. Yeah. Yeah.
Good mixture there. Fabulous.
Yeah.
So what is she? Is she a secret agent or something, or what is she?
No, she's just a girl.
I've never seen this. just a girl. Right, okay.
No such thing.
Yeah, blonde bombshell. She goes through all sorts of different occupations and has all sorts of different adventures. And, you know, she's not afraid to defend herself, obviously, as you see by that picture up here on the top.
God, yeah, she gave him a clout, didn't she? She was running at him as well. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little adventures, mad scientist of the robot here, and Buckethead.
Oh, Buckethead.
Yeek.
That's great. It reminds me, not in style, but just the sort of premise of it reminds me of that Jane strip from the 40s and the Daily Mirror over here.
Yeah. Okay.
She always used to end up being naked by the end of the strip, you know. No pun intended.
Yeah, very much the boys' favourite.
Yeah. She always down to her underwear, at least.
Yeah. Back during this period, they knew. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, they knew who their audience was and who they were catering to. They weren't necessarily catering to little boys, you know. So you had a lot of good girl artwork like this. You know, Betty Page was everywhere at this point.
Yeah.
All those men's magazines were running. Playboy was thinking about starting up. Some great fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Stop, Ethelbert. It's got to be a Viking name, Ethelbert, hasn't it?
I said, don't look, Ethel.
Yeah.
Too late. She'd already taken a picture.
That's great.
Men melt at her feminine wiles. Yeah. Says, help, upset, my dear, delicate child. Whatever gave you the idea I was upset? I never felt calm or pant.
Look at that robot lift through that door with the foot on the top of the door.
Yeah, somebody called the police. Don't you?
Somebody called the police. Sorry, Randy.
No, go ahead.
I was just reading the same as you.
Says, don't you dare. That's the first two-legged thing I ever met that wasn't afraid of Elmira. Yeah.
This is great.
Look at that robot.
Show Mr. Wibbs your other wonderful inventions. I'll clean up this mess in a twinkle with my cyclone vacuum cleaner. Oh yeah, end of that story. On to the next. I just love the ink work, the clean look to it. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
It is clean, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah.
Those folds in the
I'm just
clothing
going to
there,
say
it's
that.
great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Real Ditko type, aren't they? Those folds on those trousers.
Shiny hair.
Yeah.
Shiny.
It's great, isn't it?
It's a great pose. Standing right on the panel border here,
Yeah.
going off the top. If you want to see the top of her head, it doesn't matter. You know, if she's violating the panel border or not. Just you got to show off the pretty.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like that.
Randy, could you take
Call
your
it.
name
Go ahead.
off the thing? Your
Oh,
name
me? Yeah.
across,
Yep.
across the bottom.
Give me a second. Yeah. I will do that. I've been meaning to do that. There we are.
That's it. Great.
Now we can say, well, we didn't know he said that.
Yeah.
Randy, who? What? I am not associated with a person like that.
And again, just some great style, great cartooning work going on here.
That are there any caricatures in there, or lookalikes, should I say?
Not that I'm aware of. Nope.
That guy,
Nobody that looks familiar.
bottom right hand panel. There's a look to him, isn't there? Fantastic features.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was doing something, but I've forgotten what. It can't be important now. He said, looking at her. Duh. Men become stupid around her. That's her secret superpower. The power to cloud men's mind.
I believe that was theirs.
Yeah, there you go. It's a nice shot too, right there.
It's a little blurred on my screen. Is it okay on everybody else's?
It in and out on mine. In and out.
Right.
Giggity.
Now you got me readjusting the camera again.
Oh no.
Is that any better? Yeah. Give it a chance to refocus.
Yeah, that's a bit better.
All right.
Get better, yeah. Just leave it there. That'll be okay.
I'll try to not touch it. It's a tight square bound on this.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to spoil it. Look at that dress. Look at that.
Another great shot there.
Yeah.
Like it's breaking that panel.
Yeah. Quality had some really good talent working for them over the years.
Is this will be the forerunner to things like Millie the Model, won't it?
Yes. Very much so.
Did John Romita draw Millie the Model?
Millie? Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Nice look here. Nice
Got a
car.
car.
And again, just so clean, just pretty stylistic stuff. Love this kind of work.
Yeah.
The guy's face. Hey, this is your big break. Tess, I can feel it in my bones. It's the way I hear it. Eddie boy, a broken bone isn't much fun. Well, that could be taken wrong nowadays, couldn't it? Yeah. Nice job here.
No doubt will be.
Yeah.
So apparently some British university has decided that Alice in Wonderland has white supremacy references in it.
Oh my God.
Get stuffed.
Whatever they have to do to get attention, you know.
Yeah, it's about the size of it, isn't it? Ridiculous.
So this
one that
thing this
gets-
morning.
Go ahead.
Like Grant
Sorry,
really
Glenn.
nude, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm
The
just saying. I
one
saw
that
this
gets-
thing this. Go on. Carry on.
I don't mean to step on you, Glenn. Go ahead. No, I'll wait.
I was going to say I saw something this morning where people were saying that the outsides were racist. Outside the
Their
door.
outsides.
Yeah, the trees and
Oh right, as against like specifically outside their front door, they have
Just-
a
everything,
swastika
everything,
type.
everything. The sky, bees, trees, grass.
Just get stuffed.
Run into a few racist trees in my time. No, not really.
You racist trees. I ran into a stationary tree coming in the opposite direction, officer.
Yeah.
It was hurling racist remarks at me, so I crashed into
Yeah,
it.
this tree was hurling racist remarks, so I had to do something about it. Yeah, right.
That's Bob Hope, isn't it? That guy. You were saying about
Oh, that,
Sure looks
that
like it.
does look like
Yeah,
Bob Hope.
it is.
look at that side view.
Yeah.
That's Bob Hope, isn't it?
Yeah, look the way he's
Very much.
lifting his hat up there with
Yeah.
yeah, that's very Bob Hope.
Yeah.
And that
Hairbrained,
cabbie,
happy.
that could be someone. Just
Yeah.
that face on that large woman on the bottom right is just
Yeah.
completely flattened into her head.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's got no sideburns, but look, her head looks really weird.
Yeah.
She's practically got no ears either. Right there.
Yeah.
Sam Brown, super salesman,
Super salesman.
working for the
Come on,
hairbrain hat pin company.
Look at his tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This stripe here.
The man the guy with the glasses. Look at that. Nobody. You couldn't tie a tie like that, could you? If you wanted to.
Yeah. I was looking at his Adolf mustache there.
Is
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I bought today? For the first time in 30 years.
Huh.
Blue
Go on.
blue pencil leads for my
Oh
propeller
right.
pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I've got
A clutch pen.
Yeah, I've got a clutch pencil, like a 2mm one, so quite a thick lead on it.
Right.
And I bought
I
some
got-
blue pencils, blue leads for it.
Yeah. I bought one of those Stadler ones years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Probably the same time as you did. Yeah.
Yeah, same time as me. I've still got it. It's great.
Yeah. I've
I
still
used to
got it
draw,
somewhere. Yeah.
I used to draw Argos layouts and Dixons and what have you with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Non-photo
But
blue.
for our American viewers, I used to draw Sony layouts. There you go.
Nice face here.
Because I've decided to draw things slightly differently. Where I was doing quite in-depth pencils, I'm now doing lighter pencils and just putting on a grey tone to signify where my light source is, and then doing the rest of it with my inks.
Okay.
And what that means is that when I print the blue pencils out, sometimes there'll be bits and pieces that I want to fix before I ink them. So I'm doing that in blue pencil. So
This last panel's funny. It says there, everything's going to be all right. And the salesman goes, "Oh, what a wonderful way to die. Living was never like this."
that's exactly the kind of thing that Bob Hope would have said.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be Bob Hope. I mean, look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that profile.
That's exactly what he'd
pretty
say. I
sure.
can imagine him saying it.
Sorry there.
If I'm going to heaven, I best take my golf clubs.
She's got that hat she's got on with that scarf thing. It was like the I get in trouble for saying this, but I'll say it. The air hostesses used to wear in the 50s, didn't they? You know, what they call now. They call something else now, something PC. But you know what I mean. If you look at British Airways, they used to wear hats and scarves like that.
Yeah. I think she's just bald.
Yeah.
She's just got a cold head.
I think they're called flight attendants now.
Yeah.
Flight attendants.
But
She
you know
was
what I
putting the
mean.
moves on him because she thought he was rich. And this guy comes in and says, "No, wait, he was talking about hat pins." So she chases him off. "Out of sight, you cheap deceiver." Says, "Look who's walking." I was the one
Look at
who was almost stuck. Yeah.
And he says, "Grok."
Over on the right there, where they're getting married, that looks a bit sort of Dean Martin-ish.
Yeah, it does. Or the guy who played
No, top right.
Yeah.
Look at that eye.
Victor Mature.
Yeah, Victor Mature, Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I can see that.
I think the word is smooth, isn't it?
The lady in the hat. The lady in the hat says, "Don't they make a lovely couple?" And this guy's ogling the Torchy and goes, "They certainly do."
At Christmas, I saw a couple of Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra Christmas specials.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
And Dean Martin is just like the most relaxed person on the planet.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
He's great.
I read an interview with him. He was sick. They asked him what he thought about Frank Sinatra getting all the best songs, and Dean Martin said, "It doesn't matter. I don't mind taking Frank's rejects because I can't sing anyway." So if we'd have got the best ones, it wouldn't have been any good.
Wouldn't have made any difference.
Just great though.
Yeah.
That running. Almost a coincidence line here. We could have put the car on both sides.
Yeah.
Enlarged it just a little there. Now I see a lot of Al Capp in this, a lot of Little Abner. Look, because of the clean look to it.
The way they're moving, the way they're running, they remind me of Groucho Marx.
Oh yeah, very much so.
He sort of moves along like that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Look at the folds in those legs on those trousers at the bottom.
Here's Grandpa Marble right there. These folds.
Bottom right.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just that,
bottom right.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just lovely. Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Definitely know how clothes looks. Clothes
Yeah.
look here too. It's great.
Oh.
You know, you were saying about that car should have been the same in both panels. Well, if you look to the guys running towards it, then to the next page, he's sort of running on to the next page, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Oh, here? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like it's the continuation on it.
Watch. Bet you get to know the signs when Torchy Todd is around. Here's the only way to get nearer. He's getting ready to run and jump. Oh,
wow.
that's a hot page there. There, yeah. See, he goes running through everybody like bowling pins.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
It's a great shot there. Yeah. Just a great page. She certainly doesn't bleed. Me too, him. Torchy, it isn't good manners to be so eager. Just another great layout here. Them violating the panel borders. Standing on the panel line there. Just fun. There's a couple great glamour shots there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shot where she's kneeling is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good.
Me, so long as I don't have to eat it. That's the idea. Man likes to wear carpet slippers at home. Yeah. Gosh, an awful lot of his legs seem to disappear into these shoes. Lower the lamp so your darling husband can have a little light. He's sweating. Splendid. Now give him a piece of that pie. Roof, roof, I'm stuck in it. Oh, he pulled its teeth up. Yeah.
I suppose it could also be Tony Curtis.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
Lost his toupee as well. And his height.
Oh no. Back in the days when you could dump someone because they were bald.
Goodness, you've shrunk. Yeah. I think it was all for a photo shoot anyway. We'll start a new search for the perfect mate for terrific Torchy. Sensational idea. And can you start the new couple out when you find the other half with $200,000 rather than one? No good will come of it, Torchy. Let's go home. Don't listen to her, Torchy. Tess is always pessimistic.
Do you think they, on the next page, do you think they forgot the title and sort of threw that Tess and Ed in? It looks odd.
It does. It's very sloppily done, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably did.
I wonder if they renamed it.
Could be. Well, it's like the salesman over here. The salesman story, they named it, the one with Bob Hope in it, they named after the salesman. What was it?
Yeah.
Sam Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
Tess and Ed. Maybe they figured that it would give them more variety in the books. At this point, they were all anthology books. This really doesn't have much Torchy in it. Look at that face, though. Look at them ears. It's great.
That lettering's been done by one of those machines, hasn't it? That somebody invented to,
Yeah.
where you draw like a template thing.
Like those EC comics that we look at. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's AI back in 1949.
Yeah. Nice shot there, though. Great good girl art here. It's great cartooning. So it's at a point after the war, superheroes were in the decline. So you started getting slice of life strips and romance comics and stuff like that. Trying to get any kind of comic out there to the audience that would sell. Your crime comics were starting up about this time. Timely was looking at what Venus and Millie. Shortly after this, Millie started up about in the 50s, I think. Yeah, we are back to that template lettering here.
Yeah. Not a fan of that.
No.
Is it me or does she get taller?
She gets taller as she goes up her body. Oh no, down her
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
So the
Yeah.
further down you go, the longer it gets.
Yeah.
Plus, she's in super high heels too. So.
Yeah.
Big stilettos.
Super high heels.
Another nice shot here. That's great. Society of Cat Lovers. They were planning on more lettering here. It looks like the balloon has got a goofy bump on it.
Yeah.
Down here as well.
Not good.
They must
Because
just-
you could just drop that lettering down, couldn't you?
Yeah. This is Gil Fox here, credited.
Yeah, it seems to me that lettering has been that the artist has put the balloons on, and they've anticipated, and it's not been enough because they've already started at the top, which is why it's not centered.
Yeah. Goofy lettering here.
Yeah.
Too much extra
it.
space.
Yeah.
And on the bottom. That's about right here. They probably had a hard time fitting that in. It looks like they were all drawn by hand too, because the lines on them are really loose.
Yeah,
Looks like they were hand drawn.
That's what I'm saying. The artist would have put it would have been sent to the letterer with blank balloons, which is a shame.
Not
Because
quite
that
the way to
bottom
work.
No, the last one there, the very last panel on this right-hand page, there it's crammed in.
Yeah.
The text is crammed in. It's not good. It spoils it.
Hard pressed. Yeah. And this just seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
Down here. They might have put that in the main lettering in by hand with pencil, and then they decided to go through and cut and paste the lettering in off a template. That would make that would explain why there's so much extra space there. Wasn't an anticipation, it was just a re-lettering job. They might have figured the lettering on it was atrocious, so they had to clean it up in order to be readable. Still some great cartoony look to it, though.
It's great work. Yeah, it really is good.
That Gil Fox must be a pen name, because it doesn't look like the drawing style changed much.
No. There's a lot going on in all the panels as well.
Yeah, there is.
There's one of them cars again.
Yeah. Some more nice glamour art here.
Yeah.
It's a great shot.
There's all these guys goggling gulping at you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not doing anything else to the story, just gulping.
Doing the old wolf thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tuck the name inside the panel border too, instead of just letting it hang out a little, just to be readable. They figure everybody can read it as it is. This is great, though.
It's like she's won the European Cup there, Russ.
Where? Which bit? Oh, yeah. Are you the captain? Can I kiss you?
Oh, dear.
With that black satin top on, she really pops out here in black and white.
She does.
And I mean that artistically, not physically.
Of course, we know what you mean. We know what you mean.
Stands out.
Look at that. Look at the top left panel on the second page there, where he's standing on the edge of the border, but the panel, but she's outside of it.
Yeah. Great fun stuff. And just where is he looking? One of those, my eyes are up here.
You know what? I watched a...
Hello, boys.
I can't remember. It was on the BBC some time ago, and they were following people's eyes.
Uh-huh.
So they had like they instigated a meeting where lots of different people would come in, not known each other before, and start talking to each other. And they had some kind of device on so that it would follow where the pupils would go, so you could see what people were looking at. And all the men looked straight at the women's chests, and the girls looked at the head, then at the nuts, then at the head again, then at the nuts, then at the head again. So there's obviously an imperative, some kind of Darwinian imperative that pushes
DNA, isn't it?
people to look in a certain way at the different sexes when you are a different sex. And actually it's culture or society that creates these sort of ad hoc norms that you are or aren't allowed to look at things. I mean, I've been with my wife since 1990, and I still look at her chest. It's not a
exactly.
It's a man and a woman thing. This, I'm not saying that you should stare straight at someone's chest. Obviously, that's rude. Okay, but the eyes, they do go there, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
There was
it's human behaviour. You can't program that out of people.
Yeah, I saw something about where men look at women longer than women. Women get more information immediately than men. That's why men appear to leer.
Leer, yeah.
You understand what I mean? Somebody, when a woman sees a man, she gets all the information in seconds, but the guy takes 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's about the size of things, isn't it? I mean, men are pretty stupid. Take a long time for it to go in. That's all it is. Honest, Gov. Here, you looking at my pint? No, honest, I wasn't. I was just no.
That's a great shot of her bending over there when she's picking that into that shoe or whatever it is on the left-hand page.
That is good, isn't it? No, and top left as well. The weight in her, it's really nicely done.
This artwork's great. There's a lot going on. It's really good.
Yeah. It's lovely. Good choice, Randy.
Once you're driving the cab now. I just love the way they all just just staring at her out. They're all falling in love with her. It's great.
Anyone would think all men were shallow.
Well,
I'm quite. Yeah, I am fine. I don't care.
look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it? Looks like she's tied up.
Again, lovely spotting of inks. The blacks.
Yeah.
It's just very nice. He's a fine-looking gentleman, isn't he? Randy,
That
your
looks
mic is
Muted.
I don't know if you're talking to us or not.
That looks like Tony Curtis again, doesn't it? On the right with the hat.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah,
I was hawking a lung there for a second, but
that's okay.
yeah, I was pointing out his hawk
We
nose
just wondered
here.
if you didn't want to be associated with us anymore.
Yeah, great shot here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That one on the right with the hat looks like Tony Curtis talking to Bette Davis.
Yeah.
Another nice shot here.
I just love the poses that they put her in. They just, it's like the top two at the top of pages where she's just coming through the door. It's just it's a similar, other pose, but the other way. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
it's great.
nice little profile here.
That's like Ireland, doesn't it?
Yeah, really sweet. Not sure if I would do the hair like this.
No, I wouldn't
line.
do that. But
once you put color on it, though, I bet it looks great. Yeah, it's a bit odd.
I know she's supposed to be blonde, but the way he's done the hair, I get that she's a redhead there.
Almost, yeah. You could paint that red. Yeah.
But it is odd.
There's another great page.
Look at that.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a bit of attention getting right there.
Yep.
Another great.
Great thick line on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Like I keep saying, just really clean stuff. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous work.
Good job Vinny wasn't allowed on this, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Well, during this time, Vinny was inking his own romance comics and doing an incredible job. I mean, his stuff on it, his romance work was almost like this. Wasn't nearly as scratchy as what he did later.
Did he ink Kirby's romance books?
Not that I don't know who inked Kirby's romance stuff.
Well, it's probably him and Joe Simon, wasn't it? Probably Kirby and Joe Simon.
Yeah, it was probably more Simon on it than anything.
Yeah. Well, when was that? Was it 1947, 48? Those came out.
Right after the war, probably closer to 49, 50.
Right.
Yeah.
Got any? Just seen a picture come up from David Roach of Vinny inking Frank Robbins, actually.
Yeah, again, I saw that. I was
Robbins.
I got the first couple of Invaders collected, and I was looking at that the other day, and it's not quite as bad as Vinny on Kirby on Thor, but it's close. Just sad to see. No. So we should pull out the couple of issues of Captain America that Frank Robbins did just as he becomes Nomad. That's got some really classic stuff to it. It's got a real classic look. And I remember as a kid looking at it going, what funny cartoonist is drawing this thing? Holy, crap. And then you go back and you look at it later and it's just phenomenal looking stuff. Just real stylized. Human Flies the same way. Human Flies got some great artwork in it that when I was a kid, I just looked at it and kind of meh. But now I look at it and wonder, this guy, Robbins, is amazing. And again, he comes from this school, He was doing Johnny Hazard comic strip for, probably 15 years, I think. And refining his style. He's doing great work on that strip. That was back when you got, they got paid for doing comic strips. They made some good money. Another nice shot here.
Yeah.
He sure does know when to put those glamour poses in.
Yeah. Like every other panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right-hand side, that's great.
Especially with the guys all drooling. What does he say? What does he say? I'm beginning to feel a little bit warm, Tess. So am I, honey. It's brilliant, isn't it? Cancel it. You can't write this. Especially with that nose. Look at that. What's she saying? It's the closest thing to nothing I've seen in a long time. Oh dear. It's better than nothing. Closest thing to nothing I've seen.
Step right up, folks, and sample that Torchy burger. I'd sure like to sample that. He says.
Oh dear.
You slip into this, Torchy, it's better than nothing. That's the closest thing to nothing I've seen in a long time. Yeah. That means we must turn the page.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh dear. He's certainly the most considerate man I ever met. If you need any help, call me with them buttons.
Calm down, Mac. We'll send the riot squad right away. And I'm coming down there myself, he says. The cop says. Oh, yeah. Great. It was lumpy. I know that oysters grow pearls, but whoever heard of hamburgers growing diamonds? Yeah. Well, if it isn't light-fingered Lester. Light-fingered Lester. All ready to be signed, sealed, and delivered. Ouch. Yeah, they found his loot.
Stuffed in the hamburger.
You are my light in the darkness, my oasis in the desert, Torchy. Let us fly away together. Sorry, lover boy, we're scheduling a flight for you to the state penitentiary. Oh, look, he twisted his ankle. That one piece keeps throwing him off. You know who this kind of reminds me of? This work here reminds me a lot of Jack Kamen, who was working at EC, doing a lot of stuff like this. He was doing like shock suspense stories, only not as cartoony. Kamen's work was a little more serious than this. Some great stuff. Look at that. Just love that. The little stars there to show that he's twisted himself. Ends up on the floor.
Where does it hurt? Look at all that. Look at that ankle swell. Ed, you're going to the hospital right away for a treatment. You mean we're going to spend all that reward money while I'm at the hospital? It'll be a struggle, old boy, but we'll manage. So they're going shopping. Why, we're on our way to Saks Fifth Avenue to buy new wardrobes. So long and thanks for everything. Don't buy too many clothes, Torchy. You get along without them very well.
There's the
Yes,
forerunner
young
to
man.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
It's a
moo.
talking cow.
I love
that wasn't
pig,
sexist at
that
all.
Pig's face. Look at that pig's face.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Pretty much. Back to Tess and Ed. Doing the pig farming. There's a farmer right there. He got a piece of straw in his mouth and everything. Oh no, he's spitting tobacco. That's what it is. Ping. Oh, you know you're trespassing on private property. Yeah. Say what?
When people talk about stereotypes, they tend to only talk from their own personal opinion about stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're everywhere. Stereotypes are everywhere. They're not just the stereotypes that certain people find offensive. There are stereotypes all over the place.
Oh, pictures are iconic, and comics are words and pictures. Icons are all stereotyped anyway. Yep.
Yeah.
I like how they cut this panel border here, this panel, so that they can show her legs.
Yeah. Let's get the legs in.
Have to, yeah. Oh, everything in the bottom tier there was unnecessary anyway. Let's just draw our legs in. That'll be it. It'll be great. And then it just the panel just cuts right around them. Great stuff.
I wonder if he had to draw a full length illustration of it every page, at least one.
Maybe every other page. Yeah. It's all part of the good girl art. The pig in the basket. It's great stuff. Another full shot there. So I'm liking that farmer.
You sound almost like my pig Bessie's lady.
You can tell Ed's there for humor relief because the front of his hat is curled up.
Yeah.
Gives him kind of a doofus look.
That guy, the farmer guy in the center panel there, has got an Aunt May chin, hasn't he? In the center panel. The next page, on the center panel. The other page, there, in the center panel there. It's a real Ditko Aunt May profile.
Mm-hmm.
No teeth, you know.
Yeah. Pinging. Maybe Bessie will wander back while you're discovering uranium on my land. Oh, yeah. Uranium? Well, yeah, okay. Concentrate on it. It's on a spot too long. Move around a bit. We'll cover more ground. And after this, he'll have to cover his tracks. Whoops. Little squeak between her legs there.
Yeah. Again, look how they on the right hand page. Look how they've broken the panel to get a feet in.
Yeah.
Stair steps. So she can lean her heel on it.
Yeah.
And look at the sailor here.
So she's got her own set of anti-gravity devices as well.
Yes. That was the style of the day, though.
Yeah.
Tight sweaters and uplifting undergarments.
That sailor looks a bit like Plastic Man with that neck.
Yeah. He's definitely rubbernecking.
It's great the way that she's fully rendered and the boat is like, oh, forget it. Nobody's looking at the boat.
Yeah, we got the
Open
important bit.
Yeah. You aren't supposed to look at the boat there. Yeah. Boat's just solid colors.
Yeah, if you look long enough, there's a boat in this picture.
Yeah, exactly. You use the ropes here to counter it, to counter all that detail. And looks like, was that she? Is that a girl there? Yeah. Woman here, she's watching the fish out there, and all the sailor can do is watch Torchy saying, woo woo. Fish just whistled at me. Torchy says, Tess, come here quick. A fish just whistled at me. It was actually the sailor. I thought you'd like deep sea fishing. I do, Torchy. But I'm not silly enough to expect to do much with you. You two trouble hunters on the loose. Oh, there's a submarine.
It's not Germans, is it?
No.
I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. She falls overboard, though. And her hair looks the same. When she comes out. It's the wonders of hairspray back in those days. It's great. We're doomed. What the?
I like the way the gangster businessmen are always sort of spivvy with a cigarette and a smile.
Yeah.
Well dressed, you know.
That's back when cigarettes meant.
Yeah.
Back when cigarettes meant business, you know.
Is that Arnie on the periscope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your typical thug looking dude.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
He looks way too serious.
Now I'm going to
imagine
periscope you.
Exactly. Imagine what he's looking at. What do you think he's looking at?
I don't know, but it's obviously made him rise up.
Yes.
Oh, look at that nose. His eyes as well. Look. That's full on Looney Tunes wolf eyes, isn't it? It's
Yes. Yep.
yeah.
Real Tex Avery there. Somebody must have made a mistake while they were inking. There's a band here across her hair. Just covering it up. Doesn't have time for whiteout.
She punched that bloke in the face.
You big ape, I'll teach you to kick my Eddie boy. Ouch. You don't need to teach me. I already know. Ow. Oh, I already know how. Yeah.
Spank.
She headbutts him here. Oh, that's Eddie. Kicks
She's
him
got a
in
band.
and
She's got a
into
band on her hair. That's why she's got it's black.
the- Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't.
Let's
Well, yeah,
see
I
it
guess
now.
so. It's kind of there. I didn't
Either
see
that,
that
or
before.
either that, or he got Vinny to help him that day.
Could be.
There's a black band now.
Oh yeah, she does. She's got a black band here. Sure does. I didn't see that before. Before I saw this. Yeah, I guess that's right then. Oh, a little bit more story here. Getting a little tighter in the panels on this page.
Look at that thug there with a gun. No stereotypes.
None. I bet he's supposed to be Russian.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Ivan.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's in a hurry.
Hey, you take this. I ain't gonna stay here and fiddle while them Romeos burn, huh? Just take it, Ed. You can always use it to keep flowers in around the house. Big eyes here, passing the gun back and forth.
Look at that. Just love the way there's the guys swooning over around her.
Mm-hmm. Big eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, big size. Goodness, boys, I had no idea you treated criminals with such kindness. Again, that looks very hand done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little uneven in places. Oh, for the love of, this is too much. It's crashing into that pole.
Look at that. See that bottom left? That's real Don Martin, isn't it? The bottom left on the left-hand page.
Where here?
That one, yeah. That girl, the way there, where you finger at that last panel, that panel there, yeah. The way that the dress is coming out in the wind, it looks like Don Martin.
Yeah. Little bit of breeze. Well, I warned that fresh monkey. Now he can just take the consequences. Cop there. Bumping in the walk. Oh, all the nerve. McGill, buddy, how can you stumble into such stupid messes without help? Oops. So it's true, you police officers do manhandle suspects. I suppose we can consider ourselves under arrest. And he says, yuck, yuck, lady. I have to pinch or arrest you. The boys at the station will never forgive me if I let this opportunity pass. I'm going to have to take you in.
Shirtless. Sorry, it's the rules.
Strip search. Yeah, and they're all stumbling all over. This is your last chance. base. Tell me the truth or take the consequences. We ain't talking. Look at that. Great. Answer straight, lady. Do you go with strange men, especially cops? And where were you on the night of August 8th? That's next Saturday night, gorgeous. Hey, let us in on this, Flatfoot. It ain't polite to ignore invited guests like us. They want some of that action. This is cute. They're leaning into him. Crooks are as much human beings as you are and entitled to just as fair treatment. If they did wrong, they'll confess. And he goes, we are? I mean, we will? Yeah, they're just enamored again. If we remember any more crimes, can we come out and tell the gorgeous lady about them, Copper? He sits at the bottom. He wants to confess now. Look at that face. Look at that. That's awesome. Teaching her how to shoot. They start fighting over each other. You just started a fight to get her attention, you chiseler. I wish I knew that this was what it is that makes grown men act this way, she says, totally unaware of her skills. Oh my, we were supposed to pick Tess up an hour ago. She'll be furious. Everybody else in the room is all knocked out, so she leaves. Simply can't hang around here until they wake up. And that nice sergeant, what is that, agreed? Agreed. I was innocent anyhow. Yeah. So she goes and picks up Tess and Ed. Why, Ed, how can you say that about them? Oh, Ed says, honest, Tess, it was them dumb cops of all the hammer-headed, flat-footed, fumble-fingered morons. And looks like Torchy says, well, Ed, how can you say that about them? I thought they were awfully sweet, considering we did whatever we did, if we did anything. Yeah. That's that headline here looks a little cleaner.
Got his foot on the table.
Yeah.
Doing a Jack Davis.
Yeah, get some soul in.
You're in a terrible tangle. Well, I'm all wound up over you.
Oh, it's hailstoning.
Wow. Where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just throwing it all down. Bloody hell. It's the end of the world. It's all that petrol we burn.
As we know it.
Well, I feel fine. little more
Who's
detail.
Who's the guy in the
Tighter.
background? Is he a Roman soldier or something? It's like a
Where are we talking? Here?
yeah. Has he got a helmet on? Or is it a feather in
Looks
his
like
cap?
a hat. Yeah, a hat with
The
a cap
feathers.
on. Yeah.
Is it a woman with one of those like a
Mink
phone
stole.
at the
yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a mink
Yeah.
stole sitting on a stool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the detail in her
Yeah.
little gown here. It's nice. The negative space here. The pattern knocked out of it. It's pretty hot. Nice looks there.
You can
Again,
see why he got
that
that
panel.
work in the adult industry later, can't you?
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't surprise me if he did some work in that. It's a nice perspective on this car, though.
Yeah.
Down here. Nice panel.
Yeah.
Still open, but nice.
I think it's good that it's open. It doesn't detract from the car.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice drawing that.
Here we are.
Look at him taking his wallet out of his back pocket. Yeah. Little ravioli.
He does have kind of a cowboy look to his face there.
Yeah. Look there again. There's the gangster businessman type with the cigar and the tie and very smartly dressed.
The distinguished gentleman with the pipe here as well.
He must be a professor. Must be very intelligent.
This guy here
He's
must be
breathing.
the professor. He's got goggles at the end of his nose and
Oh,
a
yeah.
monocle. No, he's got a monocle on.
Yeah.
He's got a monocle.
Yeah. The guy with
He
the
might
pipe
be a
must
posh,
be.
he's a posh professor.
Yeah. The guy with the pipe's
There's
Reed
your-
Richards' uncle.
Yeah. Here's a slick gangster over here. Here with the
He
cigar.
looks like Gambino, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And that guy with the hat you point out looks a bit like John Wayne in the center panel with the hat.
The
A bit like
cowboy
John
here?
Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like somebody, some old Western star there. And he's hand rolling a cigarette there.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. I saw her first, and you're not going to get her. You and your knitted dress will have to do some broken field running if we're going to get out of here intact. Tess says. They go running off. Oh, look at that. It's classic.
Look at the panel before it.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
great too. Whole page is hot. Look at that. Gee, he's hooked to her dress.
That should be interesting.
No, she got tied up. She had a loose thread or something. Almost on the floor. Not quite. The thread from Torchy's dress catches in Klepto's spaghetti. That's what it is. Oh no. I see what's coming. Her in her knitted dress that they referred to at the page earlier. Yeah. She's about to become unfurled. Look at this guy. That's a face. And then here. Ooh. Cool. Shall we turn the page?
Yeah.
This guy here is cool. This whole thing, him leaning back, all relaxed, the waiter tripping over. That's great. Love it. As he walks away, she loses more of that knitted dress.
Brilliant.
Is this edited by Benny Hill?
No, but Benny was probably really influenced by it, I would say.
Yeah.
This type of material, wouldn't you say?
I think Benny just liked girls in underwear.
Well, it's just the style of the day, really.
You get away with it today.
Bum, you're wrecking my beautiful joint. What's happening to my dress? Let me see. What did I miss? Get that balloon here. Honey, I think the rest of your dress went that way. Let's see where this raveled thread leads us. Unraveled? Raveled. Nope. Let's see where this raveled thread leads us. And it's on his spur. It's hooked on his spur. The cowboys, he's walking off. Looks like. Must be it. Coming with me to my private office, and then we'll call the cops. The floor show here has beautiful girls, melodrama, and everything. Still chasing after a thread. Oh, sorry, folks. Earthquake. We lose it again. It's yep. How's that?
It's better now. don't move
Good.
it again.
Good. It just refocused on its own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's better. Yeah.
That floating head.
He's gonna have his own eye out with that gun.
No, I'm sorry. We just missed a page here. That's another story. They're still chasing after her thread here. She loses her skirt. Luckily, she's got a slip on. You're contributing that 50 to a worthy cause. Torchy's getting a new dress. Ah, gee, Tess. Well, okay. But make sure she buys one that can unravel. That's some pretty rough lettering there. This is all back to hand done here. This is the life. Every comfort and luxury and plenty of privacy.
Looks better, doesn't it? That lettering.
Yeah. It's from Dollman Quarterly number 12.
See the Torchy logo at the top. It's like the scared going out of the panel border, isn't it? But
yeah.
Why?
Yep. And squeeze it. Yeah. They couldn't knock it out of the panel border. She's working as a bellman, apparently.
They probably couldn't trust the engraver. You know, like they probably told that anything outside the border goes.
Yeah, could be. This looks like slightly different art, different artist.
Yes.
It looks more like Jack Cole than anything during this period. Especially that face here. Very different from what we were looking at before.
Trina Robbins didn't work on this, did she?
No. This is slightly before she started working. She was working in the early 60s out of the underground movement on the West Coast around San Francisco. But she was reading comics during this period. This is probably a big strip for her. Yeah. I remember right in her interview, I think she even mentions Torchy. The interview that Daphne and I did.
Yeah, I have to watch that again. It was good.
Yeah, when she passed, I put a link out on Facebook to it.
It was great.
So folks can see it.
one of the best parts of that interview was Daphne's obvious awe of talking to her heroine or hero, whatever you would call it. You know, it was great.
Absolutely. Yep.
She turned into a real fan, didn't she? You know, it was really really charming.
It certainly was. So I'll let her take the lead on that. I was just kind of sitting back and digging up images while the two of them were talking.
And she did better than I did with Kirby first time. I didn't speak for half an hour.
Yeah. That and Trina just naturally was able to talk about stuff, you know. It was a great interview.
Came with the tires
smacked around pretty hard by her here.
Yeah.
And has a bunch of tires thrown around him.
How many times have I told you that trusting dames is like trusting snakes? Dames. There ain't nothing like a dame.
Even cops never gave us as much trouble as this cookie. Yippee, a ringer every time. She keeps throwing tires around him. So I'm cornered. And I can't do anything about it. Must be the night watchman. We got to get out of here. Our boys, we had him hide in the book department so he could do the job if any of our plans went wrong. He's a killer. He carries a Tommy gun. I'd hate to see even you become a victim of his rage. Gulp.
Look at what she says in the
other one up to a pillar. Does that guy think he'll just stand still while he drills me? I'll just stand still while he drills me.
Okay. So we're going there now.
Wrong kind of drill.
Yeah.
This is not a drill.
Yeah. Getting tired of this
It's
boy.
A slightly different look to work, isn't it?
I have an idea. Yeah. Yeah. And he ends up tripping and falling down the package chute there. Imagine a kindly looking man like him being a crook. Help.
Because we all know it's what you look like that makes you a crook.
Yeah. So she sees what she see. Say. No one can find me here. I can go to sleep and wake up before they open the store in the morning. I've always wanted to wear one of these. This is my chance. Oh, she's in slips into a nightgown, a little bit of lingerie. Ho hum. That exercise surely made me tired. Then the next morning, everybody's staring at her through the store window. So that's what drew the crowd. Call the general manager. Call the second vice president. Call the police. Yeah. What goes on here? What are you doing in my room? I mean, golly, it isn't my room, is it? Her, she's the one who threw me down the chute. These crooks say she's the one who put them out of action. I guess I'm guilty and go ahead and arrest me. Says you've saved the store thousands of dollars. You don't have to run. You don't have to run an elevator now. You can take your pick of jobs. Says, and I thought you were going to fire me. Says, how about a job demonstrating this bed? It's awfully comfortable, and I'm very good at sleeping. That's the end of the story. Now we're back to more detailed Torchy here. Where is this from? Modern Comics, July of '48. Probably they must have had a number of different artists working on it. Slightly different. Again, face is a little different. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with this engine. And the guy goes, oh, keep looking. I'm sure you can find something. While he's ogling her ass. Uncle Dudley. Oh, that's a matter.
So she's gone to the. Is she gone to? Is he in the care home or something? Or
went to Uncle Dudley's house.
Yeah.
Poor old Uncle Dudley. He's always sickly. It's getting old, I guess, Torchy. But seeing you's made me feel better already. How can that? Now that I can't even stay open. Datsun Ditson and his boys will finish the job of stealing my last few customers. Oh no, they won't, Uncle Dudley. I'll see to that. Oh, she's going to run the guy's gas station. Here we are.
She can do anything.
She's up. She can. She's helping Uncle Dudley now.
Uncle Dudley.
You can always get a little more gas into the tank if you know how to do it. And the guy's wife goes, so fill her up. Yes, sir. Buying gas was never like this before. This was one time I don't mind waiting in line. Doggone. No need to tell me, and my eyes are still young enough to see that. So long, fellers. I'll get the rest of it across the street. Say, what do you think you're doing? Oh, yeah, but much money from Uncle Dudley's station as you make here. Oh, Uncle Dudley. She stops him by spraying gas in his face. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, she said. What's the idea? Oh, I didn't mean to turn it on you. He said your gas. He said for gas. And I guess I didn't think, uh-oh. She sprays it on the other crook too. Just as the police come by. Means she wants us for something. A stick up, was it? Well, what do you know? You haul him away, and she comes back. Oh, Uncle Dudley, Mr. Ditson wants to give up his gas station across the street. He says he has too many of them without it, and you can have it for whatever you think it's worth. That's right, sir. And you're a lucky man to have such a niece. Says, golly. And you did all that in such a short time, too, Torchy? She goes, goodness, Uncle Dudley, and I still don't know how it all happened. She said, leaning over, giving him a hug.
Oh,
Just a couple more here. Old exercise machine. Slightly different inking here going on.
yeah.
Still got a real individual, look at that nose, real individual style though. Great stuff. It's got a lot of Jack Cole here too in the faces. It looks a lot like his work. Of course, he was working for quality at the time, so everybody was seeing what everybody else was doing.
It's gone really blurred now.
Go ahead. Is it better?
Not really. It's really. Oh, yeah, it's tightening up now.
Better? Looks sharp here.
No, it's not.
Can you no?
I can see it. I can see it, but it's not very clear.
I'll try
I
to
can't
refocus.
can't read the words, put it that way.
It's got a silly autofocus on it. Is that any better?
Yeah. It's better, but it's still blurred. That's getting there now. Yeah, that's okay now.
It's doing it on its own.
Yeah.
Trying to adjust. It's just got a lot of thin lines working in here too, though. Kind of hard to see. Of course, they're working in steam here, it looks like. He's still wailing the crap out of the boys, though. Look at that. Taking them out. Police stop, catch him. Puff, puff. You run 20 blocks and they don't show any signs of weakening. She's running in heels, too. Look, Bozy and Shaky and the stolen money. We got to save them or there won't be nothing left for them to put in jail. It's just wailing the crap out of them. Back at the Turkish baths. What, you've lost 5 pounds? How awful. I mean, fine. I told you we'd take it off for you. She goes, you had nothing to do with it. From now on, whenever I want to lose weight, I'll just find a couple of crooks and chase them across town. Here we go. Look at that detail. That's great.
Yeah. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Here too. This whole panel is just a lot of detail, just sweet. Still hand lettered too, so it looks all right. Looks good.
Yeah.
Modern Comics from 1947. Car wreck here. Some great stuff here.
Fantastic, yeah.
This stuff reminds me a lot of Kurt Schaffenberger.
Yeah.
You know who I mean?
Yeah, I do, yeah. That guy in the first panel with the hat looks very curvy, doesn't he?
Here, yeah.
Yeah, the falls and that side view, that profile. I know it's not, but
Race
it looks
car
like
flying there.
Yeah.
Schaffenberger had a good, clean style like this. Did a lot of Captain Marvel. Did a lot of Superman material back in the.
I was going to say,
70s.
didn't he do Superman? Yeah. Yeah, good artist.
He started off in Captain Marvel. Yeah, he was phenomenal. I got to meet him once at the show. He was really good. Real nice guy. There's a little bit of everything here. A little racing. Nice, again, just great detail here. Nice ink work. That really does. It reminds me a lot of Schaffenberger's Fawcett Captain Marvel work. It's the clean, just the feel of it.
Yeah.
It's got that look to it.
He was German, wasn't he?
I think so. Oh,
Wow.
that story. Whack.
Look at that second page. There,
Backhand.
that top panel. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I was busy looking at the backhanded slap here.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. Again, that whole page just works. It's really nice. all the reaction shots and stuff here.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. Modern
This
Comics
was-
71, 1948.
I just love the expressions on the guys' faces when she appears.
Yeah. It's that wolf boing. Look, boing. Look. Yeah. This whole page works too. Just nice. Yeah. You think the food is good? Nobody seems to be eating. Don't understand it. I heard it was excellent. William, you're spilling your soup on your shirt. Really? I thought it was gravy. They're all just ogling it. You can tell the artist is having a lot of fun here. Yes. Slurp.
Very French get-up, that, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
The leather skirt and stuff.
Fishnets.
Yeah, it's great.
Works really well.
Look at that whack! Look at that! She's smacked him on there.
That's all Marvel Dynamics right there. Lamb.
Yeah,
Peeg, thief, peddler. It's a peeg. Peeg. P-E-E-G. He's a peeg.
is that because she is French?
Yeah, must be.
You big.
Peeg.
Look at her jumping and smacking it.
He's right off the ground too. That's a real superhero type pose there.
Yeah,
Smacks him with,
brilliant.
and then slaps him once he's down. Takes an open hand slap to him. The other woman thinks, so that's the man I thought was masterful and overwhelming. And the guy, meanwhile, I got it. Eating soup always makes me think clearly. Torchy wants a man who is brutal and masterful, so that's how I'll be. I'll find her and tell her.
That guy on the last panel has real got Ditko folds there, hasn't he, in his suit?
Yeah. See here, Torchy, you can't get away with this. Ouch. That's good. What do you think you're doing? Let go. Let me go. How dare you treat me so brutally? She smacks him on top of his head. Torchy, I thought you liked a man who was your master. Did I? Well, a girl can change her mind, can't she? Oh, how can I figure her out? He's dumbfounded. The end of that one. July 48. Now we're back to what looks like the original artist here. She's all wide-eyed and pretty in the face. The hair's
On
lined
the
up
second
again.
page at the bottom left, it looks like Cunningham out of the Fonz. What's he called?
Yeah, Happy Day.
Richie.
Yeah,
Richie. This is kind of revealing there. Strategically covered. And then even in the mirror shot there, too.
yeah.
But she's still showered with her heels on. There. That's nice. I like the eyes on that face. It's cool. He's walking in, wants to work. There we are. There's a few glamour shots here.
Fabulous.
His head looks a little big here.
He's a big head.
Big head.
It's
very round.
Modoc.
Yeah. It's the origin of Modoc.
Better than the Ant-Man movie, I'll tell you that. Anyway.
Ugh. I don't know. I've only seen clips. It put me off from watching it, so I didn't watch it.
I've not seen any.
I was
Is it not?
I was
Is it that bad?
heartsick when I saw him. It's like, oh, they literally destroyed him.
They did they did like an animated thing before.
Oh, the
they even
effects were
got
terrible,
to-
but their explanation of him was unforgivable too. So.
No, I mean the
Just-
animated thing they did like a series with Modoc in it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I never
that was
saw any of that.
comical, apparently. No, I
Yeah.
was just like, why? I know, like, I understand why you would market things, like why you would make a plushie of Captain America, but it never sits well with me personally. I don't like it when you change the nature of the character for the sake of putting it into another marketable item. It's one thing putting it on a lunchbox or on a T-shirt. It's another thing when you make it something that it isn't.
Yeah.
As soon as Disney bought Marvel, you knew that was it. It was the end. It was all over. I remember finding out about it and thinking, when they bought them, that was before all the ridiculous ideological stuff turned up.
Right.
You just knew that they were going to rip the soul out of them. It was just, that was it. That was the end. It was all over.
Yeah.
And then when I got the news that they'd refused, that Panini couldn't create their own stories anymore outside of the United States, it all had to be internal editorial, I just thought, well, that's it.
Yeah. There's some really good glamour work here.
Lovely folds in that dress.
Yeah.
Both of those pages look really good.
That bottom panel on the left-hand page looks like Dick Tracy.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Needs to be more rigid. It'd look exactly like him, yeah.
How much we got left? We're getting on.
Practically nothing. Yeah, we're at 1:48. We're good. Yeah. Yep. I think there's only like one more story at the most. Eek. And again, here's 48, September of 48. Same artist at work. Great stuff. He's walking off with her.
Look at that guy. She pouring some wine into his. Look at that. An Earth woman.
Yeah.
Rock.
That's great. The bit where he catches her. That's great.
Kidnapped by an alien.
Finds Bethlehem. He will return with me to Saturn.
Not one of the Earthmen dared come to your aid. They knew they could not cope with a man from Saturn. Yeah. Let me go. I want to go home. It feels as if we're moving about a mile an hour. Of course. As an earthling, your body becomes insensitive to motion at such supersonic speeds. Flying her back to his home planet.
He's going to have to go faster than supersonic.
Out of the way, fools. She is my prisoner, not yours. Seems to be a popular symbol of the day, the little circle with a double ring around it, the planet with a double ring.
Yeah.
See that all over the place during this time period.
Looks like an episode of Buck Rogers or something.
Yeah. Yeah. You Saturn people
You
certainly
know when
have
they run out of stories when it comes to alien
Rangers
kidnapping, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
The man from Saturn.
They smack the guy and he turns out to be fake. He's in a mask. Only wanted them to make him think they were from Saturn.
It was a Scooby-Doo story.
Yeah.
It's Old Man Jenkins.
And he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for them legs.
Well, the clue is in the Saturn, isn't it? You can't walk on Saturn, so there's a clue.
Yeah,
should have been from Mars.
Would have worked too if those blasted extra girls hadn't gotten jealous of this super lovely and changed the script. Ouch. Have save the compliments, monster. Here's some extra publicity, like the surprise you pulled on me. Wham. Yeah. It's Torchy.
Great work in here.
Winds her way home one day.
These
Please.
folds in their trousers. They've got very 1940s trousers on, haven't they?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We should look at a man from Saturn when we can be looking at her. That's what they said. They're walking her home. Please, won't somebody come and see our picture? And it says we should look at a man from Saturn when we can be looking at her. Funny. And that's it. Yep.
That's all she wrote.
Torchy, Comics Original Blonde Bombshell.
That's some
Brought to you
lovely art in
from
there.
Pure Imaginations Publishing. Yeah. Really nice while they lasted. Greg Theakston printed books like this for quite a few years.
Right.
So, not quite, some of them with a little less, well, actually much less quality than this. But got a book on Lou Fine that he did that's really sweet too. Real nice stuff.
I wonder who did the covers. Are they from the originals?
Yeah, they probably are.
Just colored.
Yep, just cut out, blown up, and colored. Yep. We want to thank everybody for being with us today. Deeply appreciate it. Hope you had fun. Hope you minded your manners there in the chat. Sorry that we were pre-recorded again, but like I said, the wife had plans for me this morning, so we'll see you again next week. Also, Friday's show will be live. Next Friday's show will be live as well. And we appreciate you being here. So, Russ, again, tell folks how they can find you.
You can get me at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list because there's lots more cull coming, and we're very excited about it. So yeah, get over there, russleach.com. Sign up for the email list, and come find me on Twitter.
More of the Atlantean on the way. Yep. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can put my name in Google and it'll come up with something, but you can get all my books and magazines on Amazon. And there's a couple at New Haven Publishing too. So just put my name in Google and I'm sure you'll find something there. And from my comic.
Great. And folks, there we are. Let me save that. I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at aerocomics.store. So go over there and take a look. You can see such titles as Calico Paragon, Hero Bot Zero, much more. And everything available at aerocomics.store is available for shipping immediately. So you're only a few days away from enjoying some great comics. Folks, we want to thank you again for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed Torchy. Kind of a fun change of pace. Next week, I'm not sure what we'll be looking at, but we'll be looking at something great. So come back for and see you then. Wait a minute. Next week, we're going to start Strange Worlds. That'll have some of the unbelievable science fiction work by Wally Wood from the 1950s. Just some fantastic, gorgeous work. So make sure you swing by for that. That's what we'll be looking at then. So again, we appreciate you being here. Remember, folks, we do this because we love it. We show this stuff off because we love the art form and we love the people in it. We love the work on it. And there's just way too much negativity out there for folks. You need to spread some more positivity of this art form and the people in it. So just because they don't vote the way that you do or even believe the things that you believe doesn't make them any less of a good human being. So be kind and be nice. And if you love comics, tell people you love comics, show off comics of all of that, the stuff that you enjoy, and spread the love, folks. You don't have to be out there trolling and doing vitriol all the time, especially on X or these crazy antisocial platforms. So, right? Yep. Anything else? Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. Take a good look at fundmycomic.com. You'll see Hatch annotated over there. I think that's the AR13L from Aero Comics. Soul Tack is over there. I think everything else has been pulled out. There's Hatch annotated right now. And there'll be a lot more stuff over there as it becomes available. So I think we've covered our bases. Take a look at...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
For anybody that missed the Shadow Kingdom, and I have had a few people that have missed it, there will be copies available on the Arrow store after we've got our copies out to everybody who backed the book. And I'll even have some copies in the UK as well. So just look out for it. Like I say, sign up to the email list and we'll let you know when they're there.
Great. All right, folks, got to run. We'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.
See ya. See ya.
That's right. Hang on just a second here. Also, this. Now on Sunday mornings, not that, this.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with